No, but remember when we were here, we would sign and you would sign something.
There is no harm.
That you have given us, dear Father, to be able to steer this county into prosperity. And we thank you because of every arm of government. We thank you because of the registration, and we thank you because of the executive. We pray that you may help us to forge together in oneness, because we know that where there is unity, according to your word, we command a blessing.
I, Julius Kamau Muthanwa.
I, Julius Kamau Muthanwa,
Do swear and solemnly affirm
do swear and solemnly affirm
that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people of the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Executive Committee member of Nyandarua County, that I shall diligently discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said office to the best of my judgment, that I shall at all times when so required faithfully and truly give my counsel and advice to the Governor of the Nyandarua County, that I shall do justice to all. So help me God. Thank you. I, William Mwangi Wambugu, do swear that I shall always truly and diligently serve the people in the Republic of Kenya. I shall be loyal when discharging my duties within the Alcoholic Drinks Board Control Board of Nyandarua County. I solemnly affirm to abide by the oath of office. Which I subscribe to. In performance of my duties within the Alcoholic Drinks Control Board of Nyandarua County. I undertake to be just and fair at all times. So help me God.
I'll commit myself, do all the best I can to ensure that I discharge my duties diligently, and I will ensure that my work will be quite perfect as I have done in the past.
Mine is to thank you, especially the governor, for believing in me. I am humbled, and I can say, as I've read here in the oath, that I will do my best. I will diligently serve your cabinet, and I'll do my best as required. I know the docket of roads is quite challenging, but considering I was born and brought up in Nyandarua, I did not need to be an engineer to know barabara huwa zinaharibika wapi. I'll do my best. I'll also ask for prayers from all of you, because without prayers, I don't think we can go very far.
First is to congratulate Mwangi Wambugu, and actually he's a person I've worked with, and I've seen him transform the Ol'Kalou dairy from the precipice of collapsing into a thriving enterprise. So I have no doubt that you have what it takes to drive the agenda in the alcoholic area, which is also very challenging. And I wish you well. For Mr. Muthanwa, I also congratulate you. We have seen you when you worked in the RAD task force. We show the kind of reports that came out of it. We have seen you as the advisor to the governor, and we expect and know and have the hope that you are going to be able to deliver on that very serious docket of roads. Because as the governor indicated in his manifesto when he was campaigning, and even now, is that the priorities, the 3 priorities for Nyandarua are 1, roads, number 2, roads, and number 3, roads. So the others take from position 4. So you appreciate where you are seated.
Excellency the Governor, Waithaka Mwangi, members of the County Executive, Speaker and his team, the Chief Officers, and mainly the 2 officers who have been sworn in, Mwangi Muthanwa and Mr. Wambugu, and the guest invited. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I also will be very brief, and only by way of paraphrasing what the Speaker has said. It is important for the 2 officers, especially Mr. Muthanwa, who is going to head the most important docket of road, where you hear the priority number 1 was the same, with number 2 and number 3, road. A serious docket. And our being re-elected will be determined by what will happen. So it's good, first and foremost, you study very carefully the County Government Act so that you really know you are law. I'm sure you are a lawyer, and we have no doubt in my mind you can deliver if you focused what is actually expected of you. Leave the peripheral issues to the owners of the peripheral issues, because yours is not politics. I do not know whether you know, as a CEC, you are not supposed to politic. Politics is for the governor, myself, and the MCAs. And what has really almost failed us is when some members who came to work as civil servant decided to go politicking.
Let me start by congratulating the 2 gentlemen who have been sworn in. If I may start with the first one, Mwangi Wambugu, this is only to confirm that the assignment you have taken over is not a simple one. It's not that light. It's an assignment that you are going to have to create enemies from your friends, and it will be a very, very, very difficult task. We do not anticipate that you are going to work alone on this. We trust that once you sit with the board, the problems that you face, you bring them to us, and we work as a team in this county government. That is very critical for you as a board to succeed. We have been looking at working on the laws relating to the alcoholic drinks for a long time. In fact, it's the first law that we started with, and it had its pitfalls or pitfalls, and it did not go through until it was done by the assembly for about 5 times or so. It is amazing that we started with the handicaps, and these handicaps are still with us. Recently, we presented regulations for the same to the assembly, only for the county assembly to establish that that is not the document that was really done initially. What is causing all this confusion, I can't understand. But I trust if you are coming in, because you'll be the point man, we are going to work and work perfectly in that area. As the deputy has just said, leave the president alone. Come to us. We shall not be able to say what we have done after we received the instructions from the president. Yes, we went out. Tuliharibu ile pombe tuliweza. But have we been able to maintain the tempo? or those second generation brews are being brewed again in our county. Can we move as fast as possible? We have the security arm to protect us, and we need to go out in a very, very, very serious manner. This is an area where we are supposed to make money, collect revenue for the county government, and for the last 2 years we have failed. Surely, shall we continue failing in this area? Let us say no and wake up and make sure that we do the job that is needed to be done. When I look at the side of roads, I congratulate you, Governor Muthanwa, and trust that things are going to change. May I request for one thing from you and your chief officer, that you buy a Murikamwisi and give us that number to all the MCAs, all the chief officers, and all the CECs, so that when we want to get in touch with you, and that is for you and your chief officer, we do not want to ring 2 or 3 times and miss you or the chief officer. This is an area where you wake up one morning, you get one MCA from Kajwiri, wants a road repaired somewhere because there is a ceremony which is going to be carried on Saturday. You go to the other side, you have an MCA saying that somebody died in my ward, na mazishi ni ya Wednesday, tunataka lori, tuweke mawe pahali fulani, we want this. You get 5 demands, perhaps on the same day. You have to tear yourself into pieces to satisfy those demands because they are all urgent, they are all emergencies. So please, let us be able to communicate with you. And that does not only apply to the 2 I've mentioned, I think it applies to all of us. Please let us make ourselves available to the people who are actually representing the people, who are representing Wajikuru. If we don't avail that way, complaints will come, and at one stage or the other, you find that people have been complaining too much about your unavailability, and you get to a level where you feel as if you have a headache. When we get hold of you, we shall really complain and you get a headache. That does not help the situation either. So please, let us work together, let us do the necessary things and make sure that we are all working as a team. Yes, it has been mentioned, we have 19 months. In 19 months we may not be able to do much, but at least for 12 months, we need to and we must deliver to Wajiko. I'm sure when we come to the end of the term, towards the end of the period, funds will not be forthcoming that easily. If today you want to make a payment and you go through the FMS, you find that it's only opened for an hour and then thereafter it is blocked, it means Thuge and his cabinet secretary are telling Wajiko that we have given money to the counties which you do not want to be used, because they know a day has 8 hours and they're only giving us 1 or 2 hours. How can we be able to operate if we're not working for the whole day? Something is wrong somewhere. But bearing that in mind, we need to work when you have the opportunity. We need to do the tendering for the roads and for all the activities that require to be tendered for when we have the opportunity. So that when the weather changes, we can work on the roads, we can work on the projects that are there, and make sure that by the time we come towards the end of the year, we are able to continue the payments as required. Finally, I will not retire to remind the state officers and the public officers that we are here because of Wajiko. Let us do what we can to serve Wajiko. And at the end of the day, at the end of the period, Wajiko will make his decision or her decision. In that manner, then we shall have delivered. And at least, even if we are not praised as we are working now, one day we shall remember that Engineer Ward had the first member of County Assembly was Mwangi Gichuki, and he did those things. We thought he never performed, but now we appreciate. In his absence, after the cow is dead, it was delivering milk. So if we can do that and do it to the best of our ability, I'm telling you, the noise will go down, and we shall end our term as a happy team. With those remarks, I think I wish you well, and let us have a new beginning. Thank you very much.